I obviously feel a wee bit lost at the moment, but I'm very fortunate in as much as we've known, those of us close to Roy have known for some time that this was inevitably going to happen. And to a certain extent it's allowed us to cushion the blow. I know an awful lot of people out there will find this a great shock, although they knew of his illness, but we have managed to keep fairly quiet about his lack of progress. And well, I'd like just to say something that my wife said to me. Obviously in cases like this you derive a great deal of comfort and help from your family, and I'm no exception. And one thing that has helped me is something that Pat said to me, that obviously it's right to mourn Roy's death, but it's also right to maybe look at this programme as a celebration of his life, which is the way I'm looking at it. I think what we possibly did was able to capture the eternal essence of Scottish music and Scottishness, which certainly is what I felt, and I know Roy. Well, I've given some thought as to what I think Roy might like as his epitaph, and I'll go way back to the old days of Barney McKenna and the late Luke Kelly and the early days of the Furies and that kind of thing. And I remember it was once said to Roy by Barney McKenna that Roy had educated fingers, and I think he would love that to be his epitaph, which in fact is true. He had very educated fingers with his abilities on the various instruments. If we did capture that kind of spirit of that age, then I'm delighted, and I'm sure Roy would say the same, to say that what we've created is something unique. Now, we don't see ourselves, or we didn't see ourselves as superstars or anything of that nature, the big theatrical thing. We were very homely. We didn't analyse ourselves an awful lot, because I think that's dangerous. Henry Moore once was given a book by a psychologist, a French psychologist, and I think he read the first 2 pages, and it explained too deeply what his motivation was for doing the shapes he did. And he thought, well, if I know why I do it, I may not want to do it. And Roy and I were very much the same way. We sort of, reason didn't come into it enough. Obviously, we had to follow certain patterns. But the motivation was mainly feeling, feeling for the songs, for the country, for the music. That was of prime importance. Well, I think the people have given the judgment in Roy as a songwriter in their choice of Flower of Scotland as what I think is now obviously destined to be the national anthem of Scotland. And this whole situation is even more poignant in as much as Roy hasn't had the chance to, in fact, bask in his own glory, if you like. I know it would have been the proudest day of his life for him to be with me when we recorded the Flower of Scotland with the rugby squad. Corries are now dead, along with Roy, because I will never take another partner. I won't get involved with groups or anything else. I'd be crazy not to continue on my own, if for nothing else, to make sure that Flower of Scotland does become the Scottish national anthem for Roy's sake. And at the moment, obviously, I feel a wee bit lost, as anyone would, but hopefully I'll get over that. And, well, I know I will, because you have to, haven't you? And I will continue on my own. It's been a long, long time, not just the 27, 28 years professionally, but before that, as friends. And the wrench is, undeniably quite strong. But I would say it's been very worthwhile. I keep saying to people when they say, they regret having done this or they regret having done that, and you've got to just look at the position you're in currently and look back and say that if you'd taken a different turning, you might not, in fact, be in the position you happen to be now. So who's to say that? I don't think you should have regrets. And I know Roy had none. We were both very, very happy in what we were doing, and we saw a future yet in it. So who has the good fortune to be able to say that?
Do you think there'll be a big improvement in the music up there?
Well, I think the harpists are going to have to look to their laurels.
Come ye by Curry Cranky, and ye had been a war I been sae canty, oh, and ye had seen what I hae seen on the ways of Killiecrankie, oh. I fought at land, I fought at sea, at hame I fought my auntie, oh, but I met the devil and Dundee on the braes o' Killiecrankie, oh. And ye had been what I hae been, ye wad have been sae canty, oh, and ye had seen what I hae seen on the braes o' Killiecrankie, oh. The boat that car fell away upon and clay has got a clanky, oh, and I had fed an half of lead on the braes o' Killiecrankie, oh. And ye had been what I hae been, ye wad have been sae canty, oh, and ye had seen what I hae seen on the braes o' Killiecrankie, oh. Oh, Pie Mackay, what got you lie in the bush yon Killiecrankie, oh? You'd better kiss King Willie's loop than come by Killiecrankie, oh. There's nae shame, there's nae shame, there's nae shame to Swankie, oh. There's sewer sleighs